Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Megha. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good. How are you?
Hmm. I'm doing very good, very good. Nice to see you. Yes. So, would you like, should we start or how should we go? Or we
Yeah.
wait for 2 minutes?
Yeah, we can wait for 2 minutes.
I think people have started joining.
Yeah,
I'm expecting at least 40, 50 of my students and clients to join.
that's great.
Yes. So anything you would like to ask and know about me, or anything you think you would be interested in knowing, so we can start with that.
Yeah,
Or you would like to talk about Manushala for 2 minutes?
yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. A very warm welcome to all of you in today's live session. So, I'll just briefly go over about Manushala. So, Manushala is an advancing mental health startup in India, which envisions to democratize preventive mental health care solutions. So, we focus not only on traditional clinical therapies, but also on the emerging alternative therapies such as dance and movement therapy, art therapy, mindfulness-based therapy, etc. And in today's session, we'll be exploring expressive art therapy with Anupama Bajaj. Thank you so much for taking out the time today to join here, Anupama ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thanks for inviting me here. It's a real pleasure to be the part of Manushala.
So I'll briefly go over her introduction. So Anupama ma'am is an expert at Manushala, and she's a counseling psychologist and an art-based therapist. She has 12 years of experience in working with clients from different ethnic, cultural, religious, and spiritual backgrounds, and even sexual orientations. Her area of expertise are anxiety, depression, relationships, self-improvement, stress, workplace, and parenting. So we are really glad to have you here, Anupama ma'am. Is there anything you'd like to tell our viewers about yourself?
About myself, yes, I love whatever I do. That's what my passion is. I love doing what I am doing. Maybe that's why I'm sitting here from last 12 years and being with people, understanding them, talking them, and maybe a pioneer in art-based therapy in India. That gives me lots of pleasure to meet different type of people, different type of areas which I'm covering. And obviously I enjoy what I'm doing. So that's a few things about me. Otherwise, I am a psychologist, almost to complete my PhD in area of art-based therapy, and do lots of certificate programs in art-based therapy in different institutes. I'm from Bangalore. So Bangalore is maybe one of the emerging places where people have started accepting alternative therapies in a very different ways.
Yeah,
So that is a
yeah,
bit about me.
that's really great, and
Hmm.
we're really glad to have you here with your so much of your experience, and we are really looking forward to share your views on expressive art therapy and what it has been like for you.
Yes. So art-based therapy, yeah. I always share this whenever I go. Somebody has told, are we recording the session? I think we have a question. Please save the live.
Yeah, we will be saving the life as an IGTV video afterwards.
Yeah. So I started art-based therapy 10 to 12 years back, Megha, when nobody
Yeah.
in India, in fact, knew what is art-based therapy. And it was by luck, I met an Australian trainer in India who was teaching some basic assessment techniques of art-based therapy.
Yeah.
And after learning from him basics and advanced for months together, I wanted to work at few places, and I went to a very famous hospital in Bangalore. I'll not name it for now, but when I was working with few clients and patients, I told I am an art based therapist also. So they thought heart based therapist. So, so they asked me, ma'am, what is heart therapy? I'm like, so I told them, yeah, just take it as heart therapy only. It is
Yeah.
heart therapy what we do. So,
Yeah.
so still, I just remember that how difficult it is. But yeah, if we talk about
Yeah.
expressive therapies are a form of dance, drama, singing, visual arts, and mm, what I have seen, understanding people sharing their innermost feelings
Yeah.
and fears, what we are talking
Yeah.
about today. I
Yeah.
have seen over a period of time, it becomes very easy for them to understand what they are going through by sharing at a different, total, all together a different media where they are not threatened and
Yeah.
it easy for them to express themselves. So maybe that's the reason I am here today.
Yeah. So would you like to, describe our viewers what exactly is expressive art therapy?
Yes. So let me tell about art therapy itself is a combination of art and psychotherapy. And
Mm-hmm.
it can be defined as a therapeutic process actually
Yeah.
that we can use in form of therapy. So this is
Mm-hmm.
the therapy which I use as art-based therapy is pure drawing. There are
Mm-hmm.
different modalities, dance, drama, and everything works very well. But where I use is basic lots of assessment therapies.
Mm-hmm.
For me, lots of scientific research and understanding why this thing is here, what is the main
Mm-hmm.
reason, diagnosis is very, very important, what I have learned.
Yeah.
A tangible result altogether also I can say is very important for me.
Yeah.
So expressive art therapy is very, very vast field and very important for everyone. It brings
Mm-hmm.
forth the emotions, the fears, the deep down feelings, the subconscious mind opens up and leaks up on the paper. So a
Yeah.
very important thing.
Yeah.
So I think for me, that is what is expressive art therapy, where you self heal, where you self express, you heal through different modalities, you have mindfulness, you have visualization, you have mind body connection, you
Yeah.
have symbolism.
Yeah. Sounds
Yes.
like there are a lot of aspects to art therapy,
Ye-
and it's like a very holistic alternative therapy.
Yes, it is. It is. Yes, I can say that. It is just not about painting and drawing. It is
Yeah.
about, I remember one of somebody somewhere reading who told that, I don't remember, it's not my words. So somebody was somewhere it was written, mental toughness, be mentally
Mm.
tough is a
Yeah.
skill. And that is a skill that could be developed.
Yeah.
So, learning how to overcome anxiety, fear is like building a new habit. It is
Hmm.
a slow process.
Yeah.
It increases slowly how to be mentally tough, how to overcome fears and anxiety, but it could be easily transformed from one pattern to another pattern.
Yeah.
So, this expressive art therapy is one of the area which we can use.
Yeah. It sounds really insightful, all the
Yes,
benefits that an art therapy has. Yeah.
yes, it is. It
Yeah.
is.
I was curious about a question, many people might be apprehensive that, they're not very good at art, so they might not consider art therapy. What would you like to say to them?
Oh, so I always tell I am not an art teacher. I'm very sure about that.
Yeah.
You don't have to be artist to become an art therapist or to do art.
Yeah.
It is just a pencil, paper, eraser, and do whatever you want to do. Your subconscious mind, your emotions leaks up on the paper through colors, through drawings. You can handle your emotions, and maybe once we start our program in the sense of the technique which I'm going to talk about today, about
Yeah.
how to deal with fear, and when you are
Yeah.
doing that technique, when we all are doing the technique together, maybe we will
Hmm.
come to know we don't need to be artists.
Way, and there are no restrictions when it comes to art therapy. It's just about expressing our own self. Is that right?
Yes, yes, just expressing our own selves. People have
Yeah.
different ways of expression. People
Hmm.
may express in different ways, but it is
Hmm.
obviously their way to express it. And so some I think by Harvey, yes, by Harvey Frentzen, it was very clearly said. I felt that these pictures have something to say. He was doing
Hmm.
something, he's a very famous artist, and that
Yeah.
was very important for me to know. But I don't know what to tell it was. It gave me
Hmm.
emotions that I could not analyze. They said some things that words was powerless to utter. So I didn't had words and I became powerless after seeing that. What to say, the emotions I got into. So that is what art therapy is about.
That sounds really deep. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Anupama ma'am, like how did the art therapy course undertaken by you, help to produce different effects upon you and to understand better the emotional aspects of others?
Oh, I think it's a very important question for lots of people to know. I have hundreds of students. In fact, now I am running two programs, one at Indian Institute of Psychology Research in Bangalore and other one at Banjara Academy, total about 50 students. So I
Hmm.
think everybody has a right to know. Uh, First of all, it always starts being aware of my own emotions of myself. So as an art therapist, I am very, very much aware of emotions within myself. And
Hmm.
day to day, we have to work towards that. It is not that today I'm aware and tomorrow something else will happen and I have not to be aware of that. So life becomes much comfortable and happier, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we
Yeah.
know what we are going through. And
Yeah.
it becomes much more easier when we know the process of handling the emotions
Yeah.
and situations which comes in day to day life.
Hmm.
So there are different art methods and we have different clients who comes to us. It could be a child who is 7 8 years old, it could be a teenager, adolescent, young adult, mid-age
Hmm.
person, or a old. Recently I am going working with a 73-year-old man.
Yeah.
So it could be clients who have gone through emotional trauma, physical violence, abuse, anxiety, depression, any type of psychological issues, and they can show it through their creativity.
Yeah.
So that is where I felt uh, it is very, very important
Hmm.
to have encourage people to create more art so they can express their inner world and make
Yeah.
something for themselves. And it is a lifelong process. So they
Hmm.
can focus on themselves, their inner experience, and go forward. So it's very, very important for me to teach all this and people to know how important it is.
Yeah. So art therapy has been catering to, all sorts of populations, and it's this entire process of becoming more self-aware. Is that
Yes.
right?
I think I totally agree with that. It is a process of self awareness. And
Yeah.
till then, we respect ourselves. Till then, we self
Hmm.
care about ourselves. Till then, we do um, we know about our emotions and feelings. We can't go and
Hmm.
know about others' emotions and feelings. Just imagine if I am not happy, how can I tell
Yeah.
you you have to be
Yeah.
happy?
Yeah.
So
That's
it,
true.
it caters to anyone.
That's really great,
Yes.
being so holistic and catering to everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
So, how do you think that the functional value of art gives the strength to the art therapy sessions?
Yes, because it starts basically from the most important session. The most important thing that happens during art therapy session is emotional release. So that is
Yeah.
the most important functional value where if I get a person who is from a background who is an engineer
Hmm.
or who is a somebody who's a housewife, someone
Yeah.
has just a HR manager, a psychologist who are
Hmm.
just most of the people they just come to know about themselves. And if the
Yeah.
emotional release happens, I think that is the one of the most significant benefits of art therapy.
Yeah.
It is a healthy outlet for expressing yourself and letting go of all your feelings and fear.
Hmm.
And sometimes the complex emotions like anger, sadness, all these are very, very difficult to share.
Yeah.
And everybody is threatened by that. How can I talk
Yeah.
in front of someone? So these come in a very simple way, easy word. You don't need words to express that when you are doing something. So you have a method of collage, we have a method of journal writing, through which we can discover lots of by this lots of emotional roadblocks could be cleared off, and we can know how to communicate with ourselves and with others. I think it's very, very functional.
Yeah. So it seems like it provides a different language for expression, for all the emotions that we might think that are not very appropriate, that we might be scared to express. So it provides an outlet to all those. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes, I think you are perfectly as a bullseye thing. It does that.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. So what aspects do you think are the most important during the art therapy session?
Aspects in the sense? If
Anything, what is, yeah, please go on.
Yeah, so if we take aspects in the form of healing, healing is one of the outcomes
Yeah,
of the a very, very important outcome. I always say, if I have hurt in my leg, or if you have hurt in your leg, and if I ask you to run for a kilometer, how will you feel?
yeah,
So
that's true.
if I am physically hurt, it is so difficult for me to walk. The hurt has to heal. We have to take care of that, and slowly we have to take small steps and then walk. Same thing. Why don't we consider if we are emotionally and mentally not healed? So the physical illness or physical sickness or physical hurt we can directly see by eyes. But this is one thing we have to feel. So most important aspect is healing. Healing is a very important aspect which starts from art therapy. Anything you draw, you start healing, your subconscious mind leaks up on the paper.
Can you tell me a little more about the meaning of healing?
Oops, I think I should tell you about it. So for me, what is healing is a process of making you sound and healthy again. So what is the process of making sound and healthy? So it is an all-round transformation, repair, revival of mind, body, spirit, regenerating yourself
Yeah.
by different modalities, by different methods. So art therapy is just a way. Maybe somebody is coming to me for counseling or some other thing, and I think this person is not opening up somewhere they require. So I may use art therapy. So it is a round process. And what healing does, it gives us our power back. It reclaims our power. It gives us the opportunity to fit all our pieces that are not the puzzle, to put the puzzle together, the pieces together.
Yeah.
And we get the voice which we don't know how to speak.
Yeah.
So it is a process, I think, that allows us to take care of our emotions, our thoughts. We can control things. And for me, balancing of energy is very, very important throughout the mind, body, and soul. So healing shows that process. It works with physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of well-being. And if you have a medical condition also, it could be treated, at least taken care, if you are taking care of your mental health. So that is where healing is a overall 360 degrees process. I think very, very important part is healing. So we do exercise, draw your heart. And this is the time when we are going through isolation and social anxiety is happening and things, and we don't know how to communicate. So a very important exercise in art therapy is draw your heart and write how you are feeling and what is inside your heart. So those who want can try that at home and send it to me later to talk with me.
That sounds really interesting.
Yes.
So it's curing the illness, but it's also more about the growth, the holistic growth.
Yes, it is overall growth. So should we start the exercise? So in between we can keep on talking, and those who are here can see how, uh, actually for me, today's exercise is all about how to change your fear into excitement.
Yes.
So should we start, or anything else would you like to ask me or discuss about that?
Yeah, we should start. Sure.
Yeah, so it will take me little time. So actually we are talking about the exercise today, very, very important, fear. All the world is going through some upside down. Have you all been afraid anytime? And sometimes that you decided, oh my God, I have failed and I am not going to try anything in my life all over again. So many of us have experienced that fear. So feel immobilizing, isn't it? And we resist to move forward when we fail. But I will tell you, lots of if we think of many of our famous people, like Michael Jordan was considered one of the greatest is considered one of the greatest basketball player of all the time, and he was not chosen for his high school basketball team because the trainer thought he is not appropriate for that. And who more than Warren Buffett, who was rejected from Harvard University? So we know most of us stumble and fail in life. Doors are slammed on our faces, and because of that we miss many of the opportunities and we stop moving forward. So failure can also teach us about ourselves that we have never learned otherwise if we take it in other way. But sometimes we go through some trauma, and the failures could be at different level. Okay. But sometimes failing can actually teach us how to discover our two best friends. It gives us sometimes motivation to succeed also. But today we are here to know and learn an important art-based therapy process, an activity called Turn Your Fear into Excitement. And it regulates our emotions, help us to stay grounded when we are feeling panicked, anxious, angry, upset, or tired. So I would like so this is an activity. Have you got any of paper, pencil, anything with you, Megha?
Yeah.
You have? Okay, good. So I would request all of you, those who have joined, if you don't have, we just need paper, pencil, whatever color, if you have some colors, or if you don't have, it's your choice to bring it. So let's give 10 seconds for everybody to collect your materials, whatever you have in front of you. Like if you see, I have these papers kept in front of me. You can use a used paper. You can use whatever you want to use. So some drawing paper, some pastels, some crayons. So talking about fear, I will talk about my fear. Like today, talking on Instagram, I was really nervous and having that panic attack. So every time when I see I'm doing a video or a live video, my palms get sweaty. And I think, what is happening with me? People think, oh, are you stupid? So many times you go on Instagram, so many things you do. Why are you feeling sweaty? Why are you feeling that nervousness? But this happens. This is one of the emotions which we get naturally. So, but same thing happens when we are excited also. We have that sweaty palm. We have our heart racing very fast. We have that palpitation. So slowly I discovered, oh, fear is equal to same symptoms as excitement. How do we reframe our mindset? So today, but still my palms get sweaty. It's not that my palms doesn't get sweaty. I don't have heart racing, but I have to shift my mind. the way I'm thinking. So today's art therapy exercise is a 3-step therapeutic process where we will be guided to fear. How do you feel your fear? How to anchor it into a positive thought and shift it into a excitement through a creative process. Okay. So if you want to try it, go forward with it. I would love to see. You can share with me. So what is fear for you? Just think of that. So for today's technique, we need 1 page. This is a white page. And if everybody can see, I have drawn 2 circles like this. Everyone can see this? Megha, can you see it? So we can use a plate. We can just draw it by our hand. We are not looking to put our art in the art exhibition. Okay. As I said, we don't need to be artists to be doing an art therapy class. So I would like all of you to draw 2 circles like this. You can put, yes, Megha? I can't hear you.
Am I audible?
Yes, now.
I hope all of you got a paper.
Yes. Everybody has got paper? Are you ready? Would you like to put thumbs up if you are ready? Should we wait for 5 seconds? Yes. Yeah.
Getting
yes. Yep. So on 1 circle, we will write the first circle, first and second, something like this. I'm doing the exercise along with you. This is the first circle and this is the second circle. So let us focus on the first circle. Just put your focus on the first circle and put your hand on the circle and say, I am safe. I am brave enough to take chances. And I trust and yes.
I am safe. I am brave enough to take the chances.
I trust and love myself.
I trust and I love myself.
And let's focus now on the first circle, focusing on what does your fear look like? If you think of any fear which you are going through, just think if you have to put your fear into line, shapes, images, use the first circle, not the middle part, only the first part. So something like this.
Okay.
So just take few seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and see if you have to think of one fear. How does it looks like to you? Use your erasers, pencil, crayons, anything you would like to use, any images, any words, it's totally your choice. And start putting up on the first circle. If you have any doubts, you can write the question, I'll answer it out. So you can keep on doing, and in between I can talk few things. So I hope you won't lose your concentration, but I'll talk about fear is a basic human emotion and it is something we all feel. So just feel what you are going through when you think of fear. We have things we are afraid for. For myself, my biggest fear is using my voice and posting the videos. So what really helped me transform is knowing my fear. The concept of fear actually is excitement. the adrenaline that flows later. So what happens in our body when we are afraid? We probably get butterflies in the stomach, palpitation in our hearts, nervousness, restlessness, and sweaty palms. And same thing happens when we are excited. So just on the other side, on the second side of the circle, I would like all your, if you have completed the first side, on the second side of the circle, fill it with the color line of different emotions. If fear was not there, what emotions do you feel? And what colors will you use to feel, show yourself happy, feeling of excitement, optimism, with different images and shapes? Like if you see it here, how I have used different colors and lines. Anyone has any doubt? In the first circle, we have to fill what are the fears we are facing with different colors, images, words. In the second circle, we have to fill what are the happy emotions? What are the different emotions? It could be happy or whatever you feel. Excitement, fear of excitement, optimism, with different lines, colors, shapes, images. So those who have joined now, we have drawn a circle. And first circle, we have to fill with what the fears we are facing. And second circle, we have to fill with what are the emotions we are going through, different emotions of different colors. And in the middle of the circle, how you feel if you have faced your fear. What will be the feeling if you have faced your fear? What are the ways you will? So if you have to face your fear, what type of freedom you get, what type of expression you have, how will you feel when your fear is not there? So if you see my drawing, it has come up freedom of expression, heart, art, happiness. If anybody would like to share the picture with me, they can click the photo and share on my phone number and I would, or my email ID. I have shared my email ID if anybody is interested to.
It seems like a very self-reflective exercise.
Yes. Have you completed it, Megha?
Yeah, I'm almost completing it.
Would you like to show it? What have you done?
Yeah, just a second. I'll complete in like.
Yes, you complete it. Yes, just take your time and complete it. Anybody who has completed it would like to send?
I'm done.
Yes. Would you like to show it to our viewers or to me?
Is it visible?
Yes, beautifully done. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. So what is the difference? What is the main difference you felt during the first, feel between the first and the second circle, Megha?
So the first circle, the one in which we were supposed to draw about our fears, I think I felt very stuck, and that is why I've made this barbed wire sort of circle. Okay? I couldn't see a way I wanted to get out of this, but I don't see a way best out. It's all chaotic. I want to get out, but it's my fear. It's stopping me, and
Yes.
I have to. It's me. I want to go out, but I can't.
And what happened in the second one?
The second one, in which there's no fear. So it's basically I've tried to draw a rainbow. It hasn't come across.
Yes, colorful.
Yeah, I had only three, four colors. So yeah.
Yeah, so
So,
that is
so I think rainbow sort of brings out a lot of positive emotions, right? It's all light,
yes.
energetic, happy. So it's all
Your voice
different
is
colors.
breaking. Your voice is breaking in between.
Yeah, is it better now?
It's better.
I was just saying that rainbow is sort of a symbol of happiness.
Yes.
We all of us get very happy whenever we see a rainbow. So that is why I drew a rainbow.
Yes.
There's the freedom, there's the sense of joy.
And what does the middle part show you? If there was no
Uh,
fear, how was the life?
so these are the birds. So birds, I drew the birds because it gave me a sense of freedom, that I am free, that I can do whatever I want. While in this circle, I was restricted. I was
Correct.
stuck in the I couldn't get out. But now, if there was no fear, I'd feel free like a bird. I'll feel happy, and I've drawn to this heart because, yeah, it will be a very positive feeling.
Totally. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thanks, Satan. So can you see how easy it becomes? Just imagine if somebody comes to us for some support, and this is such a simple way to knowing about them, to making them feel comfortable,
Yeah,
and how easily the conversation can start, how fear has changed into excitement. But and same exercise we can do with anger. If somebody is dealing with anger, stress, so you draw true circles, what type of anger you are going, how you showing the other circle, and if the anger was not there, what type of life you would be. So how can you heal yourself? And I can say it is not a curing method, but knowing about our emotions are also part of life, isn't it?
I believe it sort of gives us a sense of hope, that there is
Yes.
side to the fear that we can come through.
Can you see the color difference?
Yeah,
How the darker color has changed into much brighter and happier color?
because that's what I felt while drawing it, from the barbed circle to come into this colorful thing. So yeah,
Yes.
it gave me hope that there is change possible.
Yes. So somebody is asking a question, lack of fear is good thing or not? No, a lack of fear is a good thing. We can have, if we have control over our emotions. See, we all have fear of something or the other. Maybe I have fear, oh, I'm walking on the road. Maybe if I fall down, what will happen? Or fear of coronavirus. I already had corona, still maybe we are fearful, oh, can I have it again? So having fear, it is perfectly fine, but if we are mindful about that, and if we can cope it and manage it, and this is an activity to teach you how to cope and manage it and know about yourself. So if you feel you don't have fear, it is perfectly fine. You have learned how to cope and manage it.
There's another question.
Yes.
Someone said, can we do the same for guilt?
Yes, we can do same. So fear, guilt, anger, they are everything, depression of the same family. They are brother, sisters, mother, father, they come from the same family. So when something comes from the same family, we can surely do it. What type of guilt you are facing and what emotions comes up, and if the guilt was not there, what type of life will you lead? Isn't it? You can surely do that.
That
So I
would also
can
give
Yes, so one exercise, we have to just understand how different ways exercise could be. So fear of failure can have several causes. I have seen it comes from childhood events. We carry it from our past to our present and we make our life. It is important to realize we always have a choice. Now, maybe in our childhood, we didn't have the choice, but we can choose to be afraid or we can choose not to be, isn't it? So starting by setting up small goals may build it may help you build up your confidence. So there are different possibilities, there are different things. So if somebody is not ready to do drawing or not ready to do exercise, we have different ways of writing also, journaling also. Somebody is very good at writing. So you can ask them to write, oh, what is your fear? Now write about, if your fear was not, if the fear is there, how are you feeling? What are the consequences you are going through? How will your life change if you are free of that consequences, if that is not there? So these are the 2-3 things they can reflect upon by writing. Like example, like fear of falling sick. What are the actions we take not to fall sick? We eat well, exercise well. So now the third thing comes. If I am having the fear, now what is the action I have to take to come out of that? And if I am not taking that action, why I am not doing that? So it is not easy, but it is not impossible. So somebody was asking lack of fear. So there is beauty on the other side of fear, I always tell. Isn't it? So I do lots of bungee jumping and skydiving and adventures just to explore my fear where I'm standing. And every time that excitement, that adrenaline on the other side makes it feels worth. So I hope you all liked it. This is about the exercise which I was planning to do. We have done today. Any questions, anything anybody would like to ask? You would like to ask, Megha?
It was a really interesting exercise. It was very self-reflective. It actually made me introspect, it gave me a little bit of hope. And I'm sure our viewers must have felt the same.
Yes, yes. And if anybody feels, you see, there is nothing wrong in taking support and help. So so many times emotions open up, but this is a healing exercise. So healing exercise is subconscious, leaks up on the paper. So sometimes we get opened up and we don't know how to heal ourselves. So go to your friends, go to your relatives, anybody who is close to you, who can support you. If not, there are other people out there, take their help, but don't hurt yourself.
It's really important to realize when you need.
Yes, it's very important to realize. Yes. So I think I'm there.
Please go on.
No, I'm there with my session. If anybody has any doubts, I would like to.
Yeah, I was just saying, now that we're talking about seeking help, I was just wondering how can our viewers contact you, if in case they're looking for some help, counseling.
So I am obviously there on Manushala. They can contact Manushala and find me there. Otherwise, my email ID is there. Or they can search me on Google. I'm always there. My number is there. I have put my number. Anybody wants to, my email ID is anupma.bajaj1@gmail.com. You can search, leave a message on my Insta also. So I'm always there.
That's great. I'm really grateful that all
yes.
this, a lot of hope to us. Yeah.
Yes.
Another question, someone's asking if you can explain the dynamics, like do we need to dialogue with the client? Any questions for them to reflect?
Yes. See, how Megha always start with a question. Oh, how did you felt after doing this? What would you like to talk about the first circle? What have you done in the, how I started asking you, would you like to talk about? So we call it as a healing exercise. Always the client will talk. So this is the questions we will reflect. Why have you used the black color? There were so many colors of choice. Well, what does black color shows here? So see their drawing, ask them. You must have that. Many of my clients say, ma'am, I have touched colors after years together. I must have done drawing in 7th standard, 8th standard, the grown-up people will say. So we have to appreciate them. And then just talk to them. Would you like to talk about your drawing? What does this means to you? What does this heart means to you? Start picking up one thing which they have done. And everything means something or the other. So that is the easiest way, and let them open up. Many other clients, they don't want to talk. Ask them if you are comfortable writing down, if you are comfortable recording and sending how you are feeling. Many of them, they record and send. So these are the different ways we can reflect and ask questions. I hope I have answered that.
Thank you so much for answering that. About
Thank you.
fear. So they're just asking, will this technique also work for fear in relationship?
This is a family technique. Many of them I have seen couples doing the technique together. So both of the couple are drawing in the first circle together, in the second circle together, and in the middle circle together. So what is fear for them together? What is stopping them or what is not stopping them? And if a family with children, they also want, all of them can do together. So these all techniques are for individuals, for couples, and for family. So ask them to do what is your fear in the circle, and everybody sits and does together. So it becomes a activity also at home. So if anybody is trying that, you can take my help. I can help you how to reflect on the questions and things like that.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yes. So any other thing?
I think that was about it. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask.
Yes, I think I have answered Kanak Sindhu's fear in relationship with this. Yes, you obviously take the technique itself as relationship technique, and write down what are the fears I'm facing in this relationship in the first circle. In the second circle, show your emotions, and in the third middle part, show if that fear was not there, what kind of life would you lead?
I think even the entire process of making art is very therapeutic in itself. Yeah. And
It is. That is why
it's and understanding about our own self.
That is why we have to understand we don't have to be artists doing this. So
is this another
yes
comment? Someone is saying that they did not experience excitement in the absence of fear. It was just calmness.
Yes. So just see how different people experience different things. But that positivity, that feeling of, yeah, I have done something with myself and my body is showing something else, is the healing process. So thanks for sharing that.
While there's subjectivity, there's this common theme of positivity, right?
Yes. I totally agree, and I just love that. Yes, just calmness.
Yeah. Does any comments, any reflections about this live session?
I didn't heard you actually. Your voice was breaking in between.
No, I was just asking if anyone has any other comments, any other questions.
Yes. Anything? Yes. Oh, I have got 1 or 2 pictures on my WhatsApp. So they are beautifully done. Yeah.
Looks like people were really interested in this exercise.
Yes, I have few of them sending the pictures, beautifully done. So I'll be surely talking with them and seeing how we can reflect on that. Now, I would like to thank everybody who has participated in this and thank you for attending, and I hope you liked it. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. And I would like to thank Manushala and Kritika, everyone, and thanks Megha for giving me bringing me on this platform.
The pleasure's all mine, and I'm sure Manushala is really grateful to have you here, and it was such an insightful session. As I'm reading the feedback in the comments, it seems really positive and like really enjoyed. They're saying therapeutic.
Yes.
So, yeah.
No, it was very, very, very great opportunity for me where I can connect to people, and I'm always there, as I say. So have a happy artistic day.
Yeah.
Happy artistic weekend. Tomorrow is Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's close the session. I think we are done with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming here and sharing all your experience and draw this time. Thank you so much, and thank our viewers to take the time and engage in the session.
Yes.
Your pictures, I'm sure, ma'am must have received them. Yeah.
Yes, I will. I will surely reflect back to it. Thank you all, and hope to see you soon. Yeah. Bye. Thanks.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Love you all. Bye.
Take care.